liberation of Iraqi prisoners.
As a coalition partner, though, we are linked to the actions of American and British soldiers, whether we like it or not, surely.
Kerry, I do not accept that we're linked with illegal, improper behaviour. No, I do not.
In broad terms, Mr. Howard, in the eyes of the world.
That implies that in some way we have been involved in or we have condoned this behaviour.
No, it's not what I'm implying at all, Mr. Howard. I'm talking about the perception of the rest of the world.
Wednesday night. Welcome to the Glass House. Greatest hits.
All hits all the time.
We're in detention, so tonight you get all the best bits from the last 12 months.
Plus, brand new Glass House stuff you've never seen before.
It's got special features.
You've got special features.
Yeah, that's why we love you.
That's not the only reason.
Our next mover and shaker is a world visionary in biotechnology who says it won't be long before humans are living to the age of 120. Unfortunately, John Howard will still be Prime Minister. And George Bush IV will be getting advice from the brain of Dick Cheney floating in a tank. Andrew, would you like to live to 120?
Oh, look, it's very tough. I mean, I'm so unfit I'd be happy to live to midnight at the moment. Look, for me, the worry about living to 120 is obviously losing my looks and my body, because that's where the big money is for me.
Molly, what about you, mate? Would you like to live to 120?
Well, I've already done it.
I didn't mean your liver, mate. The rest of you...
No, I mean, I've already done it. I mean, like, you don't know this, but I mean, I tried to put out the fire of Joan of Arc, and I looked at it, and I was at Queen Victoria's coronation as a page boy. I'm
You're
wow.
doing some serious drugs, Molly.
Tell us about the past lives. Do you really believe that you've had past lives?
That's the honest answer, Molly.
I do, actually.
Really? You really do?
I actually do feel as if that I have lived in Egypt before.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, there's actually quite a lot of Egyptian drawings on the plate, but they have big hats on.
Molly, I have been to your house, though, and your house is very much an Egyptian sort of motif and stuff, isn't it?
It is.
Are you confusing your past life with your actual house now?
That doesn't explain Queen Victoria, or does it?
Well, no, there's a few queens been at my house.
Molly?
Yes, Andrew.
Are you gay?
Andrew, I'm happy all the time.
Do you know what you were in this Egyptian life? Were you a slave or were you a cat? Were you Cleopatra?
No, I was definitely a slave. I never got over it, actually.
Well, how did you build those pyramids? Tell us now.
Push, shove, push, shove.
Now, we're back in the bedroom, aren't we? Tell us about...
Oh, you know what? I'm amused that you can remember your past lives, but you forgot to bring your hat tonight.
I know, that was
What's going on with the hat?
I don't know. I was catching the plane and I thought I'd pack my hat, you know.
Do you normally, like, pack the hat? I would have thought you just wore the hat.
You fold the hat.
Don't you? What do you do?
What do you mean I fold the hat?
No, I'm assuming you put it in a hat box.
What did you have on your head? Like, don't you wear the hat all the time?
I had this on my head.
Oh, right, because I assume, now I've got this image of you...
Well, I wasn't with Dave in Perth the other day.
But there were ships passing in the night.
We were like ships passing.
Was he a little tug?
Now, it's just...
I want to know about the hat, though, because, like, you've worn the hat, like, it's been your thing, hasn't it? But do you, sometimes during the day you do cap, and then, like, the hat only comes out at formal?
I've seen you mix it up.
I thought I'd packed a hat, and I was raised... Why am I going on about the bloody hat for?
I was fascinated by the hat.
We were actually hoping the hat will come tonight rather than you. We're fascinated with the hat.
Isn't he nice?
Jesus Christ.
It's lovely.
Let's ring the hat. Do you miss me, for God's sake?
What I love about that, though, is that implies the hat has its own phone.
Well, why didn't the hat ring you and tell you that you'd forgotten it?
Are you and the hat not talking?
Yeah, enough about that.
Enough about the hat.
All right, let's move on from the hat.
Yes, please.
Do you have more than one hat?
You wash the hat?
Yeah.
You dry clean the hat, don't you?
You do, don't you? Does the hat have a name?
Does it smell?
Is your favourite band Niggers with Attitude?
Yeah.
No, but I wear a hat when I have sex, so that's all I can say.
Have you ever done it in the hat? I do want to know that. I mean, not in the hat, but have you ever, like... No.
This is too much.
No, I mean, you know, if I, like, you know, if you have a trademark thing, like, if I sleep with you, I'd want you to wear the hat, you know? It'd be like, you don't want Superman to save you from a crime dressed in casual clothes, you know?
While we're on about the hat, can you just put your foot up? Just put your foot up and show them your toenails.
This is how trouble starts at Molly's place. Just put your foot up on the table.
Nail polish, look. Gold.
Yeah, all right, Molly, my ankle. Our favourite memory shaker this week.
Has anyone ever stolen the hat?
Has the hat ever thought of going solo? Our favourite mover and shaker this week is Elton John. Oh.
Can you pick another queen for God's sake?
Does he like your hat?
The Courier Mail reports political edge to Big Brother 5. Housemates will behead Gretel if troops don't leave Iraq. The Herald Tribune says Pope interred under simple slab. Aussie mourners use body to keep tinnies cool for wake. And in the LA Times, Michael Jackson denies oral sex with boy, actually saving his life after snakebite. All right, movers and shakers. First up, a club cricketer from Western Australia was suspended for racial vilification recently after calling an opposing player a pommy git. Whinging pommy bastard. Yeah. This is all part... This is all part of a new anti-discrimination strategy introduced to clean up the game. As a result, stumps will now be called amputees. A maiden ova will be a virginal ova of non-specific gender. And in a related story, the new ABC show Spics and Specs will now be called Mexicans, Puerto Ricos, Colombians and Specs. Bill, you're an English gentleman. Ever been vilified?
Well, just now. Well, I suppose, I mean, we don't have to go far to be vilified. We just have to go to Scotland to get vilification. A short ride across the border. Well, English bastard, you know. Pom, see, where, I mean, I don't even know where that... it's supposedly pomegranate, was it?
Was it? Like, where does anyone know where it comes from?
It's some kind of acronym, but I'm not quite sure.
Prisoner of Mother England.
Oh. Yes. Pom. Or player of marbles.
Because we are the greatest marble players in the world. You know what? You harp on about cricket and all the rest of it. If we clear the area back and just start flipping, yeah, the ladies would flock. With the glass globes.
Well, you mean
of
the marble groupies?
Yeah. They're mad for it, aren't they? Oh, they come down with circles on the T-shirt like that. Lie on now. I'm freaking myself out now.
Yeah. Hey, let's just hold back on the whole marble thing. But I think the thing is, the problem in Scotland is that the British, well, I say the British government, England, has tried out various unpopular tax policies and such like in Scotland. So the Scots have been used as guinea pigs for things like the privatisation of water and, you know, these kind of very unpopular, the poll tax, for example.
They privatised the water.
Yeah, that's right. And
I don't want them privatising the water in England, because that just gives you even less excuse to shower.
Has every flat and house got showers now in England? Is it...
No. We have communal showers. It's compulsory.
What we do is one person puts on, like, a pumice suit
yeah.
and then rubs themselves through a crowd. and then all the skin is gathered up at the end,
yeah.
and then you put that on yourself.
Yeah, I mean, the only time I remember being, I was in Indonesia, and I was trying to get a flight on this little island, and the bloke, I said, "Can I get a flight?" And the bloke looked at me and he said, "White English." And I thought, "Oh, hello, OK, fair enough." And I said, "Well, yes, I am." And I said, "Any chance of a flight?" He went, "White English." And I thought, OK. And I said, I admit that Britain, in the past, has probably treated the Indonesians very badly. The 16th century, of course, the Spice Wars, there was a lot of bloodshed. And I do apologise for that. I feel it's unfair of you to place the guilt upon my head. And then he went, no, and what he was saying was waiting list, right? He just go going, waiting list.
It kind of must be that thing of when they sent their convicts to Australia. English people who come to Australia must just think, oh, my Lord, what were we thinking? These convicts have stolen a loaf of bread from, like, plague-ridden, disease-filled England. They've got on a boat and they've sailed into, basically, Bondi Beach.
Yeah.
They must have just been, just in contact with everyone. Just steal whatever you can and come.
Exactly.
It's just like... punch the first person you see this morning. Stab him in the eye with a pastry fork. Get on that boat now. It's a party.
All right, movers and shakers. First up...
Are we starting?
We're starting.
All right, OK.
First up, pensioners on four-wheel electric scooters are causing havoc in the UK, mowing down pedestrians at a frightening 8 kilometres an hour. Last year, 1,134 incidents were reported, including 8 deaths. Although 2 of those involved a scooter owner trying to have sex in the vehicle. Fortunately, when they go too fast, you can hear them coming by the flapping of their jowls. Jason, you walk the mean streets. Is it dangerous out there?
Yeah, well, my idea for the old people here or anywhere in Britain is if they move along on their own tracks, if we could get them on their own tracks, you know, and maybe, you know, move them underneath, you know, in our own subways or metro systems. If we got them on a nice track, they'd have to come up for breath, like whales type of thing there, you know. So, you know, or just kill them. You know,
That would be good.
Do you know, be good, Mum?
Absolutely. I have been ran by one of these women in one of these things.
Really?
At a supermarket, all right? And they go so fast, don't they? They really crank it out.
Yeah.
Up to 10, 15k an hour.
They get really annoyed with normal pedestrians using their legs. I think it's jealousy. It's going, I can't use my legs or my bladder properly anymore.
What sort of old person do you think you will be? I've always been interested in what... Do you think you make a good old person, or will you be like a crazy old person?
I think I'd be the kind of old person that would, no matter who they were, stop them and tell them about my day, my year, my life. You know, people that bail you up on the escalators and, you know...
I think that's the best thing about being old. The fact that you can just be at the dinner table with your family and just go, I've done wee in my pants.
Exactly. And after dessert, put your pants on your head and run around. Everyone goes, oh, grandma.
I'd actually... Oh, did you ask me about being an old person?
Yeah,
thanks. Anyway,
what sort of old person would you be, Jason?
A deaf one. Because I'm 33 now, and I'm losing my hearing already. And I asked a guy in Limerick, in Ireland, did anybody ever rob anything? And this guy stood up and he went, I robbed Lego. And I went, what? I robbed Lego. And then, with his accent and my hearing, I said, what happened then? He goes, I was taken in the orifice with a security guard. So, I had this horrible image of a security guard in the office going, don't be taking the Lego. Put the Lego back.
But he actually had robbed Lego, the stuff that you build stuff with.
Yeah, actual robbed Lego. Hot Lego. Really hot Lego.
Do you not have hot Lego in here, Hughes?
We have Lego that you build stuff, but normally it's room temperature. What is it hot, your Lego? Is it actually
Lego?
warm? Why is it hot?
No, ours is never hot.
What is Lego? Is it building blocks or is it some sort of food?
Do you not have Lego here?
What are you talking about?
Lego!
Yeah, I know, but why is it hot?
My God, it's like Forrest Gump talking to George Bush.
Well, can I just say...
They've actually turned into the old guys from the Muppets, haven't
Can you answer the question, why is when you say Lego, you're talking about little building blocks that kids buy and build stuff, are you?
Yeah.
Why is it hot?
It's nicked, you fucking idiot! Holy God! Have you got Scale Electrics?
I once had it.
Oh no, how long is this going to go?
You've got Scale
Yeah,
Electrics.
you're talking about...
Lego! No, Scale Electrics!
The cars where you press the button and they whiz around the track.
Yeah!
Yeah, we got that.
Well, I just wanted to say... I'm talking like you now. I just wanted to say... that
I think they should get married.
Sorry, Will. Sorry, Will.
Tonight on the Glass House, two men, one brain.
I've got to get through this trauma, Hughesy.
All right,
My brother ran a Scale Electrics every Christmas for an hour, then called me in and burnt me on the head with the car.
And tonight we've seen the results of that.
That's hot Scale Electrics, yeah.
Scale Electrics? Yeah. Now we're getting this.
The Land reports canine obesity on the rise. Dogs borrow car to fetch sticks. From the New York Times, Russell Crowe stars in Cinderella Man. Masterful scene where his head turns into a pumpkin. And the Tizer has 34 needles found in kindergarten. Explains why Kitty's not off after play lunch. Some of the sporting rogues who've been making news this year. Tennis. Kim and Leighton disagree over exactly why they split up.
I reckon he's going, it was in by that much, and she's going, no, it was only that much.
Leighton's obviously cheating and measuring it from the baseline.
Swimming. Right, you've seen it. Happy? Now help me get it back in my Speedos.
You know, I think he's there saying, I said feather boa! Feather boa!
OK, not fully sick, but highly venomous.
So you go, oh, it's meant to be my photo shoot. Why is Brooke Hanson in this one as well? Have you been following this whole Brooke Hanson issue where all the swimmers are suddenly bitching about that Brooke's getting all the sponsorship?
But isn't it all a beat up? Isn't now everyone saying, all the athletes saying, no, we're not saying that?
What do you think,
There's
Lauren?
always going to be, someone...
You've done well. People would be jealous of you as well.
Well, you're also in a position where you can say, sponsor me, or I'm going to kick you in the face
Well,
and
there's
kill
that
you.
as well.
Yeah, you should just take the video in and just go, look, I want some Nikes or...
It's not a God-given right that because you play sport you should suddenly have lots of sponsorship. And, I think people expect, particularly, win a gold medal at the Olympics, and there's such a sort of this amazing sort of 2 weeks and so much attention that people think that there's suddenly going to be all these endorsements, and it's just not like that.
So, gold medals making no money. Are we going to go into cash converters one day and see some gold medals out there?
I don't know. Almost saw mine in there, I think.
Really?
Because Lauren's got stolen, didn't it?
Oh, that's right.
And,
It's tough to pass that off as your own, though. It's like, I mean, if you steal someone's video, you can go, oh, no, it's my video. But, if you're some fat bloke, oh, no, it's my gold medal. I won it in women's taekwondo.
I mean, there was heaps of things they stole, television and computer and all that, and the gold medal, which was pretty tragic. But they also stole 2 of my vibrators, which I think was probably one of the
Really? Oh, my God!
Because I can still remember that moment when I saw you there, standing there, in the tracksuit, with the wreath around your head, holding that vibrator, singing the national anthem, and I cried. Oh, that was one of the most emotional...
Look, seriously, if this...
I don't want to go all Naomi Robson on you. White tooth.
This is all different styles, isn't it? Were they good ones?
No, it wasn't my favourite.
Good ones?
Seriously. If this does not get in TV Week, I'm sacking our publicist, all right?
And if Lauren doesn't get a vibrator sponsorship... Well, now that is fully sick.
Our 15-year-old boys at home tonight, you're glad you watched us, aren't you?
So you've got a collection.
It makes sense that you've got good ones, because, you know, you've got your reasonable ones, which you pick for, like, the Commonwealth Games.
Yeah.
And then you've got your best vibrators.
Adam, can we listen to Lauren talk about vibrators?
What have you got, Burnsy?
Not like in a bad way, but how many do you have?
Oh.
Well, it's like, is there like, you know, say, like if I were... Yeah, it's not like you don't have a gun rack or something.
That's a good idea. No.
You don't have them like those Russian dolls. You get a big one and then one inside.
I would assume.
Let her speak, for God's sake. Let the woman speak.
But it was one of the... I didn't realise at first. Like, when I went through the house and I was like, the computer's gone, the metal's gone, all the different things are gone, and then it wasn't for a little bit, you know, a few weeks later, and I opened the drawer and it's like, they'd gone.
There's some junkie going, oh, this doesn't work on my neck at all.
Wow. That's just great. I gotta say, I would do this show for free. Cancel the rest of the guests! And lock the doors!
You guys, I think we need another explosion.
Speak for yourself.
Oh, dear.
Can we see the Thorpe photo again? Seems a bit superfluous now, but...
Is that one of them, Lauren?
I found this at Lauren's house.
I think we really need to get on with the show now.
So Dave can have a lie down. Time for another entry in our competition to create a new segment for the Glass House. This week, the brilliant mind who thought it up is... Every expense spared. Crompo's from Ballarat and describes himself as tall, tanned, rugged, sporting an enviable head of hair and a pathological liar. He and his wife Catherine recently became parents of twin girls, Hannah and Amelia. Glenn considers his part in the creation to be the only good thing he's ever done. To date, nobody has disagreed with him. But his idea is devilishly clever. Here's the background. In Stuttgart, a man caught having sex with a blow-up doll in a busy shopping arcade had to be physically separated from his rubber lover before police were able to take him away. Corrine, how would you bullshit your way out of this one?
I would say there was a leak and this is the only way I could think of plugging it up.
If there was a leak, she'd also be going down on it.
Sally Horton. In she comes. 1, 2, 3, punch. Good night.
Marcus Graham, how would you bullshit your way out of this one?
I'd say it's all right, we're in love.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah,
that's romantic.
Nice. So, yeah.
Marcus, have you ever had sex with a blow-up doll?
Oh, no.
Actually, it's one of the few things I haven't had sex with. But there's still time.
I can see the next Women's Day headline.
Shelley Horton, how would you bullshit your way out of this one?
I'd say, what rubber doll? I thought it was Paris Hilton.
Dave Hughes, how would you bullshit your way out of this one?
Right, I would say that I was walking along the shopping arcade and I saw what I thought was a woman on the ground unconscious. I started to give her mouth to mouth. One thing led to another. And what can I say, you know? And, you know, she got attached.
I bet the cops regretted saying blow into this bag. Yes, it's time to award the Coveted Glasshouse Trophy, which this week is called... And the winners of the David Gingell Memorial Logie winning checkbook are the wonderful people at A Current Affair. Indonesian police have been frisking the families of the Bali Nine for hidden microphones and cameras during prison visits because some of them are under contract to Channel 9. One mother was even found trying to smuggle in Ray Martin wrapped in a condom hidden up her bum. So the trophy goes to the big hearts at A Current Affair. It's a ratings bonanza for the station. In fact, they're now calling themselves the Bali 9 Network. And let's take a look at tomorrow's headlines. According to the Courier Mail, Chappelle Corby's still a mix of emotions. Relaxed, giggly, paranoid, then hungry. From the LA Times, drunk college student steals gay ram. Claims he was bar curious. The Ottawa Sun says 3,000-year-old shoe discovered. Looped around 3,000-year-old power lines. And in the Hobart Mercury, Kerry Packer offers $1.25 million for Tassie Tiger. More if kidney compatible. Good night!
Next Wednesday night, find out what it takes to make a hero in the new comedy series searching for the Australian of the Year. We Can Be Heroes premieres next Wednesday night at 9 on ABC.